there's all these sayings like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And I'm using that as an example. When you get a sexually transmitted infection, wherever you get it, it stays with you until it's treated appropriately. And many of these are with you for life because there is no cure. Sexual health, then, how do you protect yourself? Well, it can happen to all of us at any age. And now there's a new app that aims to make it easier than ever to stay safe. The app is actually called that. It's called Safe. It allows you to upload your verified lab sexually transmitted infection results to your phone so you and your partner can share your results before getting intimate. And I don't know how you two feel about this. I will ask you before I jump in with my opinion, mainly because if you two agree, I will disagree. I always do.
Just by default.
By default, but
Yes, I love it. I love it. I think it's great, but I also think that people have to be mindful that if you get a sexually transmitted infection on a Monday and you get tested on a Tuesday, even though it's great to get tested, everything is not going to show up just immediately. It's not 100%. Plus, if somebody had intercourse with other people since having the test, you take that into consideration. And also remember, it's not testing for everything. So do I like the concept? Absolutely. I like that it's verified. I like that, you know, there's not a user inputting stuff. It's coming straight from the doctor's office so that you know it's accurate. But remember that it's not giving you the whole story all of the time.
great point.
I would agree with you
Great
100%. I mean, playing field has changed so much since I was a ball player, right? I mean, can you imagine? You're sitting
sounds like
in the
you
bar.
played a lot of ball.
You're sitting in the bar, you're having a drink, and then you pull up your phone and like, I just want to show you my latest results.
Hey.
I mean, I know my son. He told me that he was seeing somebody and she requested a clean bill of health.
Yeah.
Like show me, dude, that
Times
that
have
it's all
changed, and I
good.
think it's for the better. That was unheard of when I was growing up as well. And I'm younger than you by a few years, Drew.
Yes, you are.
But this is a new phenomena, and this is one of the things I do like about the information age. And I think the most awkward conversation, if you have it in the wrong way, can be asking each other for your lab results. The fact that these need to be verified, not self-reported, I like that. And I like how it's not quite as awkward as, you know, you roll up with the piece of paper, it's all crinkled, and you're like, okay, so HSV, okay, you're good. HPV, I'm positive. How about you? It's awkward, right? It is awkward.
People say that. They always say the conversation is uncomfortable, but I always say, is it more uncomfortable to have that conversation, or is it more uncomfortable to go to a doctor's office and find out that you have a sexually transmitted infection which may not be able to be cured? And if you have an infection, then of course we will work with you, but given the choice, I would say have the conversation.
Of course, and that's my point, is that apps like these might make it easier for people who have trepidation because the conversation is difficult. And before break, there's one last misconception I want to clear up. Even wearing condoms does not protect you from all sexually transmitted infections. HPV, herpes, in some cases, even some syphilis.
Lice, pubic lice.
And if you don't wear the condom appropriately or the condom breaks, you're still at risk. So you still need to be mindful. And that's where I think there is some misinformation. Some people believe that, well, if you wear a condom, you're good. And you still need to be aware. And that's why, because you can say, oh, I'm good. Tell your partner that because you've worn a condom every time you've ever had intercourse, but that you still need to get tested.
And that a lot of people with infections like gonorrhea or chlamydia won't have any symptoms, but they can still pass it on and they can still develop long-term consequences from those infections, even if there are no symptoms.
And Drew, can we pull that picture up of Drew and his wife again? Drew, I'm so disturbed by this picture, mainly because I'm trying to figure out.
I'm on vacation.
But what's the remind me the context of this.
St. Bart's in the Caribbean, and it's a French island, and certain
So everyone's
beaches,
naked.
Well, this is a nude beach, yes.
So lots of people.
This is not Santa Monica last Sunday.